Skull Nation, buckle up because your Minnesota Vikings are absolutely dominating the headlines right now, and trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. Listen up, Purple Warriors. We've got 3 massive stories that are going to shake the very foundations of US Bank Stadium, and I'm about to drop some knowledge that'll have you screaming a skull at the top of your lungs. We're talking about a superstar receiver who's still glowing about his quarterback's incredible season, a future defensive mastermind who's literally dreaming in purple and gold, and a homecoming that's about to become the most talked about drama in NFL history. Right now, as I'm writing this, there's a certain all-pro receiver who just can't stop raving about his former quarterback's historic achievements. Meanwhile, somewhere in Minnesota, a college safety is plotting his path to Vikings glory. And across the country, a former Vikings legend is preparing for what could be the most emotionally charged return in franchise history. Skull Nation, I need you to smash that like button right now, because what I'm about to tell you is going to have you on the edge of your seat. Drop a skull in the comments if you're ready for this wild ride. And don't forget to subscribe because we're about to dive into the most insane 48 hours in Vikings history. But here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. One of these stories involves a player who just made NFL history. Another features a hometown hero who would literally skip college to play for Minnesota. And the third, oh man, the third involves celebrity drama that could turn a preseason game into must-see television. Are you ready to find out which Viking superstar just gave the most emotional interview about his quarterback's record-breaking season? Because what he said will give you chills. Skull Nation, the superstar I was talking about is none other than Justin Jefferson, and what he just revealed about Sam Darnold will have you jumping out of your seats. Our boy JJ just dropped the most incredible interview about Darnold's absolutely historic 2024 season. And Vikings fans, this is why we love this man. Darnold didn't just have a good year. He literally made NFL history by becoming the first quarterback ever to win 14 games in his first season with a new team. Let that sink in, Skull Nation. First ever. Jefferson, our $140 million superstar, was practically glowing when he talked about Darnold's cannon arm, saying every receiver wants a quarterback with a strong arm. You know, a quarterback who can throw, 60, 70 yards. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. JJ admitted he was drooling when they called that legendary 97-yard touchdown connection against the 49ers in week 2. Can you imagine? Our superstar receiver was literally drooling at the thought of that play. I was definitely drooling a little bit when the play was called, but seeing the ball in the air and seeing that I had a chance to go score, it was a great pass from Sam, kind of leading me to a spot and letting me go get it. With Darnold slinging the rock, Jefferson put up monster numbers, 1,433 receiving yards and over 100 catches for the 3rd time in his 5-year career. He even tied his career high with 10 touchdowns. Those numbers don't lie, Skull Nation. This was pure magic. But here's what's absolutely crushing Vikings fans right now. Darnold just signed a 3-year, $100 million deal with the Seattle Seahawks. Jefferson, being the class act he is, said he's excited to see the new experience, the new career, and the journey he's about to embark on. But wait, there's more. While we're celebrating Darnold's historic season, there's a young defensive star who's literally dreaming of wearing purple and gold. You won't believe what this kid just said about his Vikings obsession. Skull Nation, prepare yourselves because we've got a future Vikings legend in the making, and this kid just declared his undying love for Minnesota in the most epic way possible. Meet KyParish, the sensational safety from the Minnesota Golden Gophers who just dropped it. The most heartwarming bombshell about his Vikings dreams. This kid didn't just say he wants to play for Minnesota. He literally said he would skip college if he could go straight to the Vikings. My dream was to play for the Vikings, Parish told reporters with pure passion in his voice. I would skip college if I could and go straight to the Vikings, but you have to serve your 3 years. Skull Nation. This is the kind of purple-blooded passion we live for. This isn't just some random college kid talking big. Parish is the real deal. As a freshman in 2024, he intercepted 5 passes, leading the entire Big Ten Conference. 5 interceptions as a freshman. This kid is a ball-hawking machine with the instincts of a seasoned veteran. And here's what makes this even more incredible. He's a local boy from Esco High School. This is Minnesota-bred talent at its finest, folks. He's got that hometown connection, that purple pride running through his veins, and the skills to back it up. The timing couldn't be more perfect either, Skull Nation, with Harrison Smith getting older and the Vikings needing to plan for the future at safety. KyParish represents everything this organization stands for: talent, heart, and that unbreakable connection to Minnesota. You know the Vikings front office is already circling this kid's name in purple ink. They're watching every single snap, every single interception, every single highlight, because they know they might have found their next defensive cornerstone right in their own backyard. But speaking of players with Minnesota connections, there's one former Vikings legend whose return to Minneapolis is about to become the most talked about story of the entire preseason. The drama surrounding his homecoming is absolutely unbelievable. Skull Nation, hold on to your horns, because the most explosive preseason storyline just got a celebrity twist that nobody saw coming. Stefon Diggs is coming home to Minnesota with the New England Patriots for joint practices and a preseason game from August 13-16. And Vikings linebacker Blake Cashman just revealed that this homecoming might turn into the most entertaining drama in NFL history. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Diggs is now dating rapper Cardi B, who's going through a very public divorce with Offset from the Migos. And Cashman just hinted that the Vikings might out-troll Diggs by playing Offset's music while the Patriots are in town. I definitely can see some guys trying to have some influence, like "we got to play these songs," Cashman said with a huge grin. I imagine one guy who would be a big advocate of that would be Jonathan Greenard. He likes to play around with those mind games and keep things light and fun. I would expect to hear some of those songs. Skull Nation, can you imagine the absolute chaos? The Minneapolis Miracle hero returning to US Bank Stadium while his celebrity girlfriend's divorce drama plays out in the background, and the Vikings potentially trolling him with his girlfriend's ex-husband's music. This is reality TV meets NFL football. Cashman admitted he's curious to see what people have to say about Diggs' return, calling it a potential media circus. But honestly, Skull Nation, this is exactly the kind of drama that makes football absolutely electric. Think about it. Diggs was the hero of the most iconic moment in Vikings history with that legendary touchdown catch in the divisional playoffs. Now he's returning as a visitor, dating one of the biggest stars in music, while going through public relationship drama that the entire world is watching. The Vikings and Patriots will practice together at TCO Performance Center in Eagan on August 13-14 and then face off at US Bank Stadium on August 16. This isn't just going to be a preseason game. This is going to be must-see television. Skull Nation, we need you to smash that like button if you're ready for this incredible homecoming drama. Drop a skull in the comments if you think the Vikings should absolutely play those Offset songs. And don't forget to subscribe, because August 13-16 is going to be the most talked about week in Vikings history. From Jefferson's emotional tribute, to Darnold's historic season, to Parish's hometown dreams, to Diggs' celebrity-fueled return. This is why we love being part of Skull Nation. The drama, the passion, the pure Minnesota pride. It never gets old. What do you think, Vikings fans? Are you ready for the most entertaining preseason in franchise history? Skull!